Let's talk about dates. No, not those. Yeah, those. I mean, look how much fun they're having. Dates are great, right? Until they're not. Like, maybe he said, "Sup, bruh?" to your dad. Maybe she won't stay off her phone. Maybe he won't stop taking selfies. Maybe he said you remind him of someone special. His ex-girlfriend. Yeah, next. It can make you wish dates came with an escape button. But there's a way to make dating a better experience. We can have coffee without conflict. We can go to dinner without wanting to dash. We can save the date.
Hey guys, I'm so glad that you're joining me today. So we're talking about dating. A perfect time to talk about dating, right? When we're all stuck at home and we can't do absolutely anything about it, right? Save the date is all about how we are to be ourselves on a date. Have you ever been somewhere or on a date sometimes when things just didn't go right? I've been on lots of dates, trust me with this, and there's been one time in common that I've had where dates have always gone wrong, and usually it's the first date because I just act like a goof. But I remember one time I won this date with this girl, and I was really into her, and I thought she was the cutest girl in the world. And we went on a date. We went to Halloween haunted house that night, and I remember she got scared, so she grabbed my arm, and I was like, "Oh, this date's going awesome." Until the end of the date, right? Because she says, "What's your friend's name again, Ronnie? Is he dating anybody?" Like, yes, dates go wrong so many times, and so many things can go wrong on a date. And we just don't know how we're going to save that date. And so we have to think of new ways of saving that date. And so many times we think about what our perfect mate's going to look like when we get married, or when we get to that age of engagement. We think, what are they going to look like? How are they going to act towards us? How much are we going to love each other? We're going to be in so much love. We're going to call each other babe and darling and all these words that discuss everybody else except ourselves, right? So Solomon, he was a wise guy, and he talks about dates a lot. And in Proverbs here, he tells us one thing that kind of sounds weird here, and this is what he says. He says this. He says, "Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house." I mean, kind of sounds weird for a date, right? Like, so we're supposed to go outside and work out a little bit, or I don't get what Solomon's saying. No, what he's saying is you have to work on yourself first. Before you have that perfect date, maybe you need to work on yourself before. Because there are a lot of things that we have in our own lives that we don't think we have, or things that we should have that we already think we do have, right? And so when we ask God to come into our lives, and we ask God to help us transform our lives into a better partner, or a better husband, or a better girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever it's going to be in your own life, there's always this first part of self that we have to work on. Paul writes this too in 1 Corinthians here, and this is something we've always heard in our whole life. It says, 1 Corinthians, "Love is patient, love is kind, love is not jealous, it's boastful or proud or rude. It does not demand its own way. It's not irritable. It keeps no record of being wronged. It does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices whenever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith, is always helpful, and endures through every circumstance." That's in 1 Corinthians 13 here. And that's a great account, right, of what love should be like. And when we think about that, we think, "Oh my goodness, I can't wait to be in love." But before we can start looking for those things in other people, we need to start looking for those things in our own lives and saying, are we doing the right thing? Are we rude, inconsiderate? Are we patient? Or not? So I want to start you off with this first step here. And the first step is becoming the right person. Because becoming the right person is going to outweigh finding the right person. Because when you yourself are transformed by God, and you are renewing yourself every day and finding the love and finding patience, finding all these things, and you're building that right foundation, when it comes to that person that you find, even if you have a horrible date, they're going to save the date because it's you who changes it. I'm so glad that you guys have been joining me on this YouTube channel every now and again, and I'm really excited to pray with you guys today. I hope that you guys, your lives are starting to get a little bit back to normal. I know some of us are starting to get back to different things. The one great thing is we have no school today, or for the rest of the year. So hey, look at that! And I got to see Hunter, which was super exciting because if you don't know, Hunter's guitar broke last week, and so I got to see him real quick and let him borrow my guitar real quick. From my family to yours, guys, we really miss you. We can't wait to see you again. Hopefully it's soon. Keep praying for my family. I'll keep praying for your family. All right, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.